If you think that you are just built skinny and can never change your body, I used to think the same. In 3 months, I went from very skinny, I weighed 41 kilograms and I am 170 centimeter, to curvy and balanced. I now weigh 48.5 kilograms. And yes, I had a boob job, but the rest came from how I trained, ate, and lived. And in this video, I will show you how you can also change your body if that's what you want to do. Before we start, I just want to say something really important. There is absolutely nothing wrong with your natural body, whether you're skinny, curvy, bigger, or smaller. If you don't want to change it, you don't have to. I was skinny my entire life and I had no problem with it. I liked my body, I felt confident, and I never felt like I need to fix anything. It's only after my boob job that I also want my glutes to grow to, match the look of the boobs, right? Make my body look more proportionate. And also after my breakup and my best friend passing, I was in a really dark place mentally, and I went through a phase that I didn't even eat that much, and I lost a lot of weight. I lost 3 kilograms, I think. Usually I'm like 44 kg, but after all the personal loss, I barely ate and my weight dropped to 41 kilograms. And that's when, I never saw myself that skinny before. That's when I realized that I need to make a drastic change, or else I would just wither away, because I was really skinny. And so I started going to the gym, and I think after the first week, I completely fell in love with working out, and now it's my biggest passion, and I make it my sole purpose, my life purpose right now is literally just working out. Not really because I want to not so much because of the aesthetic reason, even though it is a reason, but more so the positive impact that it has on my mental health. I completely fell in love with the process, the feeling I have after a workout, and the strength I gain every week. So this video is not a, you need to change your body type of video. In this video, I'm gonna break down exactly how I changed my body completely in 3 months, my workouts, my nutrition, my sleep, and the mindset that changed everything. Let's talk about mindset first, because I feel like it's mostly forgotten and we don't talk about it enough. I feel like, I don't know if you can relate to this, but as a skinny girl my whole life before, right, when I look at people who go to the gym and build curves or their dream body in the gym, I always thought that, oh, they are just lucky, or they just have good genetics. I'm not one of them, and I could never be like them. And I just believe that some people are built for the gym, and I'm just not one of them. That belief kept me stuck for years. I didn't even know that I was stuck. I didn't even know what was possible for me and my body. The truth is, almost anyone can change their body if they train consistently, eat enough, and give it enough time. It's not magic, it's not luck, and it's definitely not overnight. And once I see the real changes happening to my body, that belief that I'm not built for the gym, or that I'm not one of the lucky ones, completely shattered. And I want the same thing for you. I think it has to start with your belief. If you go to the gym and think that this will not work, or it will take me a long time, or I'm just not good at this, of course, after 1 or 2 times of going to the gym, which happened to me a lot in the past, you would feel demotivated, and it hurts, and then you stop going and you don't see any changes. But I want you to get over that mindset and really think that, you know what, I can change if I really want to. And that belief is true. That belief will become true if you believe that it's true. So now let's talk about my workout. You can work out every single day, but if your nutrition isn't right, you're never gonna see the full results, whether your goal is weight loss or weight gain. For me, that was the missing piece for years. I always thought that I was eating enough to gain weight, but in reality, I had no idea how many calories I was actually getting. Some days I undereat without realizing it, and other days I'd overcompensate, which made my progress totally inconsistent. And it's funny because it's the same problem people have when they're trying to lose weight too. You think you're eating less than you actually are, but the numbers tell a different story. Calories are sneaky like that. That's when I started using Clara, and it honestly changed everything. It's an AI-powered calorie tracker that lets you track your food just by taking a picture. You literally snap a photo of your meal, and within seconds, it will tell you exactly how many calories and nutrients are in it.
You can also edit the ingredients after scanning, so you can adjust portions or swap ingredients to make the tracking even more accurate.
You can also scan barcodes or type in your food. It's super easy and fast. What I love is how effortless it made the whole process. Before, tracking calories felt so annoying and time consuming, but Clara does all the work for you. For me, it helped me make sure that I was actually eating enough calories to gain weight. For someone trying to lean down, it will help you stay in a calorie deficit without guessing, stressing, or starving yourself. Once I knew exactly how much I was eating and how much more I needed, everything changed. For the first time in my life, I've been able to gain weight consistently and in a healthy way. I've gained 16 pounds in just 2 months after years and years of trying and failing. My body now looks fuller, stronger, and more balanced because I finally understood what my body needs. So whether your goal is to gain, lose, or just feel more in control of your nutrition, stop guessing your calories. Track them. Calorie makes it simple, accurate, and honestly kind of fun. You can try Calorie on the App Store or Google Play using the link in the description and pinned comment, and you can use code ClaraDow for a discount. Thank you to Calorie for sponsoring this video. The other day, my personal trainer said that he has never seen anyone progressing as fast and as dramatic as I do at the gym. And I think the reason is not that I'm special or anything. I think the reason is I just make working out my main priority, like my number one priority in life. And I think that when you make something your number one priority, no matter what happens, you're gonna achieve your goal. People are always shocked when they hear me talking about my workout schedule. So basically, I train 5 to 6 times a week at the gym. So this is weightlifting. I usually do 2 upper body days and 3 to 4 lower body days. I also do Pilates 4 times a week, usually in the morning, and golf 3 times a week. So this is how my workout schedule looks like. Of course, you don't have to follow this. Like, I am literally just insane. Like, I'm a very extreme person, so I like to do things to the extreme. I'm just really into working out right now. I schedule my life around my workout, but you don't have to do that. I think that as long as you can find like a schedule that you can stick to consistently, then it will work. It may take a bit longer to see results, but it will work eventually. But if you want to see results faster, then you should make workout your main priority. You should make your nutrition your main priority, which I will get into later. But speaking of working out, I think weightlifting is one and only workout that will change how your body looks. Before getting into weightlifting, I was pretty active. I used to do hot yoga, all types of yoga actually, and I also did Pilates for like 2 years. So before lifting weight, those kind of workouts already made me feel really good, but it never really changed how my body looked. The only thing that changed my body look, and I think a lot of people can agree with me, is lifting weight. That's the most effective way for your muscle to break down and you build new muscle that is, you know, bigger. And in this case, if you want to build your glutes or if you want to build like a good like upper body and back, that's what you need. You need weightlifting. So during my 5 or 6 days at the gym, my favorite exercise to grow glute, I was able to increase 6 centimeters of my glute measurement from 85 centimeters to 91 centimeters within 3 months. And I think that's a really good progress and I'm really proud of it. I think the number one exercise that I would advise everyone is hip thrust. I love a good hip thrust. It's like a staple in all of my lower body workout. I have to say that obviously everyone's workout is different. This is just my experience of a skinny girl growing her glutes, okay? My top 3 glute exercise to build a round lifted look: hip thrust, cable kickback, and what is that? Hip abduction, okay? And I do them so frequently. I think every time I work out my lower body, I do those exercises. Sometimes I also like to do RDL. I usually do 4 sets, 12 to 15 reps, sometimes 20 reps, depending on the weight, but you know, just depending on how I feel. But you definitely should include those 3 exercises in your glute exercise regimen. It's also very important to work out your upper body because you want your body to look balanced, right? You don't want to like super muscular or big thigh and glutes and then your back is kind of like, you know, like there's no muscle there. So you want to have a balance. I will put some of my back and arm exercise here. I also love doing Pilates. I do Pilates 4 times a week. Obviously it's a lot, but like I said, it's just me. And you absolutely don't have to work out this much. But I feel like Pilates also is very good to keep your core tight and, you know, snatch. So weightlifting will give you the muscle definition, it will give you the shape, and then Pilates will keep your core snatched and you still have that slim, not bulky look. I feel like Pilates will definitely help you with that. And also Pilates is a more lighter, it's more low impact and kind of like lighter exercise. And I also just love the aesthetic of Pilates. I think it's very pretty and it's also really great for flexibility, which weightlifting probably don't really give you much of that. So Pilates is really good for core snatching and flexibility. And golf is just my hobby. I don't really think that it changed my body in any way, but it's just my hobby. I think it's a myth that you have to have like a total rest day. I think as long as you have good sleep, then your muscle can repair within that sleep time. And on Sunday, I just like to still move a little bit, go to Pilates or golf, just more like lighter, simple, more simple exercise. I think my step counts are around 5,000 to 6,000 a day. You don't necessarily have to hit 10,000 steps a day. I know it's like common goal, but yeah, that's just my workout regimen. Next is nutrition. It's very important, if not the most important factor, probably even more than working out. But the reason why I mentioned workout first is I think for skinny people like us, you really need to up your appetite. And I think it's not like, you know, randomly we just start eating more. We're not built like that, right? Because for years I don't really have much of an appetite. I don't really feel hungry. So the only reason why I was able to start consuming more calories is because I start working out so much in the first place, and that really upped my appetite. So that's why I think working out has to come first. Then you will naturally want to eat more. You will naturally want to fill your body with good quality calories. So a very important factor when it comes to nutrition is protein. You want to get enough protein. I think most people don't consume enough protein in their daily meals. So for my weight, I try to consume at least 100 grams of protein every day. And if I can't get enough, I think even if I get enough protein from my meals, I also supplement with protein powder or whey. I'll put like the supplements that I use here. You want to get enough protein because after working out, your muscle really needs that protein to, you know, build new muscle. And apart from protein powder, I also take creatine and EAA when or before or during my workout. And then I usually take protein powder after my workout. Along with, I usually have 2 big meals a day. Sometimes if I'm like really good that day, then I can have 3 meals. But you know, because I usually sleep late and wake up late, I try to get all my calories through 2 big meals and then protein on top of it. I want to be very clear about something. My workouts are not perfect. There are still days that I skip the gym and, you know, just at home on my couch watching anime. So I just want to say that consistency matters a lot more than perfection. Like we humans, like we're not meant to be perfect all the time. Even if you go off tracks for a few days, as long as you pick yourself up and, you know, come back to your routine, then you're fine. Like don't beat yourself up just because you skip the gym a few days. What matters more is how you get back up. If you go to the gym for like the first 2 weeks, I would say you don't really see much change. But if you keep that consistency for a month, I promise you, you will see a change. I think I grew my butt like 3.5 centimeters in like the first month. Like the newbie gains will absolutely motivate you to keep going. So just try to make it consistent. And I think one tip that really helped me when it comes to consistency is to have a personal trainer. I think that it makes a huge difference for me because in the past when I just had to try to like do it myself and like watch videos online and, you know, go to the gym with my phone and like try to follow what I see in the video, it never lasts. I would go for that one time and stop because I felt like, maybe you could relate to this, because I just felt like I'm so out of place and like I don't know what to do, and everyone around me is like, you know, they seem like they know what to do, and I just felt like, oh, you know, know that feeling of like scared that they like, or like not scared, but like self-conscious, that feeling of self-consciousness that you feel like, oh, they probably like watching me and like laugh at me because I don't know what to do. So I think that has stopped me from like getting into working out a lot in the past. But having a personal trainer is like, you can just go there and they will instruct you, they will tell you what to do, they will explain why certain exercise works, which exercise is good for which group muscle. So I just felt really taken care of in that way. And so I think if your budget allows, definitely hire a personal trainer, even just in the beginning, so you can get momentum and start working out. And like, I think just having that support really helps. Lastly, I want to talk to you about sleep. Make sure you have 8 hours of sleep almost every night. I know, like I said, life is not perfect. We are not perfect. There's still days that like I stay up so late and I didn't get enough sleep. But as long as you get enough sleep most days, you should be fine, because muscles don't grow when you lift weight. It grows when you're resting and recovering. And we all know that our body recovers best when we sleep. So if you want your results to be even better, make sleep your priority. So yeah, that's my fitness journey and what I can say from my experience of changing my body completely in 3 months. I just want to say that I know going to the gym or starting working out can feel pretty intimidating at first, but I think once you really get into it, you will get addicted like I am right now. I am so addicted, and I just want everybody in the world to like know this feeling and know that everything is possible if you put in the work, if you make it your priority. Like, you can achieve anything, you can change your body in any way you like. And yeah,